Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we have a new season. These are going to be my first battles using some new stuff that we do have going on here. We're going to be going with Dewgong. I did just make a new one here with the drill run. This was already going to be a double legacy that I did have, so I did not use an elite TM. And we're also going to be using a community day shiny chestnut, which is just going to be pairing up nice with the team here. And then finally, we do have Whiscash with its increased mud bomb damage without having to cost any extra energy. So let's have a little fun. I'm going to have to say they both put in the work. And also Chestnut, man, really was kind of trying to take the spotlight here. All right, folks, now I do have links down below to the 24/7 catcher by PhotoFast, and you will be seeing that logo in the videos from now on. I'm going to be an official sponsor from them. So, make sure you check those links down below, and we do have some exciting things to announce in the future regarding auto catchers for the Ultra and the Great Ball, so you don't want to miss any of those. Make sure you do have notifications on, and we will be doing more giveaways, so make sure you look out for that. With that said, let's have a little fun here. We got a nice long video, and I had a blast. Well, I mean, it's the first battles, but the thing is, more people are experienced. You do encounter some people with moves that they really shouldn't have, but hey, some people are just hopping into these beginning battles, and that's just what it's going to be. You're going to encounter some experienced players right off the bat, and some people who are just having a little fun and going in here to just waste time or get a little Stardust or whatever the case may be. But with that said, if you do enjoy my content, please give it a thumbs up, and let's get right into this here. All right, so Dewgong with Drill Run. This is a great situation. Look, we got Drill Run, but I go for the Icy Wind thinking everybody's going to be shielding up Dewgong if they're going up against it, that if they're weak against it. But of course they let it go, and this Raichu does have charms, so we don't have to worry about them spamming. So we're going to go ahead and catch a Thunder Punch here, and they're going to be swapping into a Ferrothorn. Now we're in a horrible position here. I am going to shield up this first one because we can kind of threaten them with Blizzard, but I am going to go ahead and just keep hitting them with the Mud Bomb, which has been increased to 60 damage here. We're going to be getting a shield out of them right away. Now this is not going to do that much damage because they are going to be part grass, so it's not going to be like, oh my goodness, it's not that strong. But you're going to see throughout this video we have a lot of great examples, especially with Dewgong. With Drill Run, it is going to be towards the middle, towards the end, when we're going to really start seeing it actually start to land those. Now, as you've seen, I do have an army of double legacy Dewgongs, and I did have another one that was shiny that I could have used. And did you see how many TMs it took? That was ridiculous. I don't even know, it was like 12 or 13 or more. But I did go with this one because it does have the better IV stat product. But anyways, with that said, let's keep it going here. Dewgong going for the Icy Wind. And for the first, several battles, we're going to just see me just going Icy Wind over and over and over again because I didn't feel comfortable throwing the Drill Run, or there was just really no opportunity, and Icy Wind was just simply going to be better here. Again, Chestnut's going to be putting in the work. Absolutely. Yes, we're going to be weak to fighting up front. We have nothing to particularly counter the fighting, but since it's not going to be all over the place, we just got to look out for things like Vigoroth, Obstagoon like this, Chestnut as well, and it's not going to be too big of a deal here. Anyways, going to go ahead and go for a superpower on the Chestnut to finish them off, and we're taking the win with our Chestnut. Let's go. All right, next battle, leading with Dewgong the entire time, met with a Alolan Marowak. So before you had Water Pulse, which was still going to be threatening it and doing a ton of damage plus stab. Although it's not a great move, it is going to be doing decent in this situation here. Drill Run is going to be a good move for you because now you're going to be able to hit Steel, but you're not getting stabbed from that. So you got to keep that in mind, right? Still good, and I still prefer Drill Run here, right? Anyways, we're going to be getting a shield from them right away. We're going to go ahead and go for another one, and they're going to be letting it go. I do believe this is not going to be a Shadow Bone. Not a Shadow Bone. It is Shadow Bone. Of course it is. I wasn't paying attention. All right, great. Bringing in the Whiscash to try to farm them down. Unfortunately, they're going to be getting to a Bone Club. That's for sure. Okay, yeah, Bone Club sounds good. Farming them down. And they're going to be bringing in, an Alolan Graveler. 4 times weak to ground. What in the world is going on here? They shield up the first one. We're going for the next one. There's got to be something else in the back weak to ground. This is going to one-shot. Oh, yeah. Easy money. And they've got a Swampert. I immediately swap into the Chestnut, and we're looking pretty good here. Still holding on to 2 shields. Sludge Wave would do a lot of damage, but it wouldn't KO. Hitting me with a Surf, and we're going to be surfing to victory here with the Chestnut. Going for that Frenzy Plant, not hitting a bubble, and we take the win and moving it on to the next one. All right, show me something good in the lead. Okay, so as far as this Herdier, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not familiar with what moves it does have. I never did pay attention. So for a second, I thought it had Wild Charge, but that is its evolution. So we're just going to go ahead and let this first one go here. And it is going to be a dig. All right. Sounds good to me. A dog digging a hole. All right. So we're going to go ahead and hit him with another Icy Wind. They're going to be retreating into a shiny Bowtie Butterfree. What a combination and a mouthful there. So that's a nice little showcase. And we hit him with an Icy Wind. I think we might be able to get to one more. And we do. This will be enough to KO the Butterfree here. Dewgong putting in the work with that double legacy Ice Shard and Icy Wind. Herdier coming back in to farm me down. We bring in the Chestnut to farm them down. What you got in the back? And it's a Shaman with Zen Headbutt. All right, so, this is what you're going to see in the early stages here, which is awesome. Take advantage of it and enjoy it before everything becomes try-hard idiocy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take the win there with the double shield. And let's go ahead and move it on here. What do we got? Good lead, bad lead. Lurantis. This is a kind of like a double-edged sword here. So we're super effective, and they're also super effective to us. But we're going to be able to get off an Ice Shard here and lower their, or an Icy Wind, I should say. Yeah, getting off, no Ice Shards here. All right, anyway. Yeah, shield up that first one. We're going to be great for this next one here. And hitting me with a superpower, which is also super effective, and retreating. Now I'm just going to throw this Icy Wind. It's okay. We're going to lower the attack of the Obstagoon and then bring in the Chestnut here to have a little fun. We don't necessarily need to go for superpower to lower our stats, but we do need to come out of this with energy. Hitting me with an Obstruct, lowering my defense and raising their defense here. All right, but we're going to be getting their last shield out of them, which sounds good to me. And I'm going to go ahead and throw a Frenzy Plant. They did raise their defense. Is this going to be enough? No. Oh, I mean, of course it is. What I meant to say, is it going to be enough defense to keep them alive? No. Getting my words confused, and we're only about 6 minutes in. All right, anyways, they're going to be swapping and catching the superpower with their Alolan Marowak. Nice catch. Very nice catch, but we do have a Whiscash with a shield in the back. That is going to be doing that much more damage now with its Mud Bomb. So let's go ahead and have a little fun here and see what we can do. Now I think we can farm them down here the rest of the way. And then hit Lurantis with a Blizzard pretty much, and we're going to be looking good to go. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh my goodness, we survive with 1 HP and get off this. Actually letting me hit this here without the frame skip, so that they're able to get that Fury Cutter through that one-turn move. Thank goodness. Broken Go Battle League. Yes, I did encounter bugs today. And if you're wondering when you were playing today and it all of a sudden just shut down, Pokemon Go shut down for about 5-10 minutes or so. So yes, that happened for everybody. Thought they finally got sick and tired of me and just blocked me. I was like, oh man, that's okay, let's get on it. Spread the word here. But before I start opening my mouth, I just went on social media to ask some questions, and yeah, sure enough, the whole game went down, right? So what's going on here? We've got a Billy Goat. All right, what is this thing going to be doing here? Hitting me with that Body Slam. Sounds good to me. Dubwool. Dubwool. All right, kind of a funny name, like dubstep. All right, we're going to go ahead and farm them down after we did lower their attack, and they're bringing in a Pelipper, which is still going to be taking a lot of damage from this Frenzy Plant here. So yeah, I'd imagine they're going to be shielding that up, but we're taking extreme damage as well, being both fighting and grass, so that wing attack is doing a whole hell of a lot. Swapping into our Whiscash, and we're going to be shielding up the Blizzard correctly and going straight for the Blizzard, which is going to be enough to take them out. Did I say Blizzard? I should... Shielding up the Hurricane correctly, going for our Blizzard, probably already said it. I need to get some rest. Today's was a long day, and I still got a lot more to do. All right, so going for a Blizzard when they do bring in their Wigglytuff, and that's all we really needed to do. That's their last Pokemon. We could have went for a couple of Mud Bombs, and we still would have been okay. We're going to hit Superpower, as they are going to be part normal. Even if they were just, pure Fairy at this point, that would have been enough. Yeah. And taking the win there, again, up against a Fairy type. All right, so we're met with a Shadow Swampert. This is great. Actually, this is fine. Of course, we do have the Grass type in the back, but we're obviously not going to swap into that. We're going to go ahead and just let that Hydro Cannon go, just kind of tickling the Dewgong, which is on the higher end for the defense here. And the stat product for this one is looking pretty good. 0 attack, 13 in defense, and then 15 in HP. So, yeah. Didn't check where it was ranked. I just made it. Didn't even care. I was waiting for this moment here. All right, so we're going to be able to survive this unless it's an Earthquake, which I highly doubt. Yeah, Hydro Cannon. And they're bringing in a Tangela, which is getting a little bit of farm, but we're going to go ahead and bring in our Chestnut, which resists everything there. And they're going to be swapping into their Noctowl. Now, in order to, I'm not going to say in order to win this, but to make this a lot more simple to win, we need to land this Blizzard right here. Otherwise, we still do have the superpower on the Chestnut, which is going to be doing a lot, but they let the Blizzard go, and we're good to go now. Perfect. All right, so Getting to the Mud Bomb. If they want to use their last shield, by all means, be my guest here. I thought they would, but they let it go, holding on to it for their Tangrowth. All right, bringing in our Chestnut, and we can let this go. Power Whip, Rock Slide, it's all resisted here. Doing a decent amount of damage, and it kind of was like, oh, okay, all right, I don't think I can, let any more moves go through. We'll go ahead and start shielding up. So what we want to do at this point is build up to 2 superpowers, and we'll be looking good to go. Going to go ahead and hit that first one here, and we're looking great, and then taking the win there. All right, Chestnut, yet again closing it out for us. Next battle, we're going to be seeing a Vigoroth. There you go. We got kind of a bad lead, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Chestnut. And they're bringing in a Toxapex, which is not taking super effective from the grass necessarily, but it is still going to be taking a decent amount, as you can see here. While their Poison Jab is really starting to dig in. Now, I knew this was a brine, but I still wanted to shield it up just so I can stay into the battle that much longer here. So check it out. We're going to go ahead and hit a double superpower, see if we can take them out. And we're getting a shield. We get to the next Frenzy Plant. That was clutch. Let's go. And of course, they're shielding it up. All right, so at least we gotten bolt shields out of them so we can figure out the situation later on here. Bring in the Whiscash so we can farm them down. And when we come out of this, we're going to have a whole hell of a lot of energy, unless they do want to swap and lock themselves. But they're going to be staying put, allowing me to farm them up. Hey, sounds good to me, my friend. Perfect. Now we have a Blizzard plus energy. So what do they want to bring into the fight? Vigoroth, or they're going to reveal their last Pokemon, and they do, which was a Noctowl or a Pidgeot. Pidgeot, basically getting one-shotted there, and I immediately swap into the Dewgong. We're going to let this go. We don't need to worry about it. I mean, it would make sense to shield up the first one, right, as we haven't lowered their attack yet. But Dewgong, again, is so tanky, we don't have to worry about it, and I'm feeling pretty comfortable about this here. So I think we will shield this up just because we could have pulled it off with a Whiscash, but let's go ahead and just shield it up so we can take out that Pidgeot immediately here without any funny business. Take out the Vigoroth, and we are looking good. Dewgong taking that win there for us. Next battle, what are we going to see? A Pidgeot, fantastic lead. Let's go. Like I'm saying, folks, you're going to start seeing me using Drill Run on the Dewgong, or at least having the opportunities to in a few minutes and towards the end here. So just hang tight if you want to see that damage. Alright, so they're going to be retreating. We did call the Feather Dance, and they're bringing in a Vigoroth, which is great. We're going to go ahead and go with that Chestnut here, which is going to be able to hit them with, of course, Superpower. And we're going to go for that right out the gate here. Don't know if that was the best idea because, yeah, if they shield this up, they can start farming me up. I think I want to shield this up and go for another one. And if they use both shields, then I guess so be it. I think they actually do for this situation here. And another super... Oh, they let it go. Fantastic. Never mind. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? Damn, see, I told you I need to get some rest. They don't even have any more shields. What the hell am I even freaking talking about? Okay. They're bringing in that Pidgeot and swapping into their Digger's Beak immediately. And, yeah, this is great. We're lowering their attack, bringing in the Whiscash, preserving the Dewgong so we can go up against it with the Pidgeot. And we're looking great. Getting to the Blizzard, as a matter of fact, I think the Whiscash actually finishes this off for us here. They go for a Feather Dance, and then, I mean, it's still not going to be enough to keep them alive when they do get hit by Blizzard here. Even though we're not even getting stabbed, Blizzard's just a hard-hitting move, and they're just that low. And Whiscash taking the win there for us, looking good. Excellent. Moving it on here as we do rank up. And we're met with a Lanturn. Bad lead. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Swapping into our Whiscash, and they're bringing in a Noctowl. We're going to go ahead and go straight for the Blizzard. Let's see if we can land this, we're going to be looking just great. And we do. Fantastic. So we can let this first Sky Attack go, as a matter of fact. Oh, yeah. No problem. Now, if they wanted to shield this up, even if they shield this up, we can shield again and then farm them down. So, yeah, probably best they just let it go. And they're bringing back the Lanturn. Sounds good to me. I think I was tempted to shield this up, but we don't. And we'll just go ahead and bring in the Chestnut, because at this point we can completely wall them. And they're bringing in a Dunsparce, which we're going to be taking super effective with a Dewgong. But you're going to see here it's really not too much damage. Is that at a 1500 or around it? Let me see here. And yes, it is. Okay, so I go, right. Superpower, going for it. Super effective. Getting a shield and immediately swapping into the Dewgong to absorb whatever they throw at me, which is going to be a Drill Run. Okay, that's why I thought it didn't do much. Never mind. All right, I just mistaked the Drill Run for the Rock Slide. That's what I thought. All right, that's more like it. Doing a lot more damage with that Rock Slide. Dunsparce putting in that work. Gonna go ahead and start throwing these Drill Runs now, finally, huh? All right, look at that damage, folks. Now, I figured they're gonna shield up. They're like, I don't want to get hit by another Drill Run. All right, so I Icy Wind them, and at this point, it's complete loss, right? I mean, So I commend them for sticking it out. I do believe they stay here for the whole battle, I suppose. Letting that go, and I will be using a shield here because I was like, I lowered their attack, but I don't want to mess around with a Thunderbolt just in case, and we're taking that win. Next battle, Dewgong up against Pelipper. This is a fine matchup, all right, I'll take it. As compared to everything else that we have at the back, if we did have, you know, shields down on their end and a little bit of energy with the Chestnut, you know, that'd be a good matchup, but they can farm us down with that quick move. All right, shielding it up, and we're, getting a bait out of us. That's not good. Letting this one go as well. They're trying to double bait me here with weather balls, but we let that second one go. And now at this point, their Hurricane's simply not going to be enough to take us out, since we did lower their attack by 2 stages, as well as Dewgong being tanky. Hurricane's not enough, and they've used Bold Shield at this point. So we're going to go ahead and go for another Icy Wind, which should be enough to take them out, and they're bringing in a Mantike. Okay, so we're... that's annoying. I should have been able to get that off there. Alright, so we're bringing in the Chestnut here. Shielding this up, which, Aerial Ace, yeah, that would have done a decent amount of damage, 4 times effective. They're swapping to catch a Frenzy Plant with their Magnezone, and I'm going to go ahead and farm up and catch with my Whiscash here. Okay, how's that sound? We're going to be able to farm them down, looking good, and this is a 0 shield situation. Looks like the Whiscash is going to be able to finish this off here for us. They are going to be going for Bubble Beam over and over again. We go for the Blizzard, and we just go for another one here just to close it out, because Mud Bomb wouldn't have been enough, and I'm not playing games here. Well, we're literally playing games, right? Alright, so as I said, like, just getting off all these Bubble Beams and going for another Blizzard. We're going to be able to take the win here. Alright, let's see what happens this season, folks. Let's see what happens. No expectations whatsoever. Next battle, we've got an Electabuzz. The game said, no. You're winning too much. So they threw an electric type, which wasn't the worst because we do have Drill Run. As a matter of fact, yeah, pretty much everything on the team can handle electric here. They're going to be swapping into a Golduck. Okay, all right, interesting. This thing does have Liquidate now, right? So it does have Liquidate, right? Am I calling that correctly? I completely spaced it out if it did or not. Golduck is such a forgettable thing, unfortunately. Yes, it did get it. It did get it. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of shield it up and see if they want to double shield. They don't. They're bringing in a Ninetales, and we're getting to the Mud Bomb. This is going to devastate it if they let it go or use their last shield. Oh, they're using that last shield. Sounds good to me. Now, since we do have the Dewgong with Drill Run, we do want to test that out. So I'm just going to go ahead and let that go. And they're going to be farming me a little bit extra there, bringing in the Dewgong. Let's go. Let's see what happens. They're going to be swapping into their Electabuzz, which I could have threw the Drill Run there, but we want to kind of preserve it here. And actually, the Chestnut, I set it up in a way, like right here, where I'm just farming up extra so that I could take out the Ninetales with the Chestnut, but I decided, yeah, let's let it just go down and see what the Drill Run can do, because I want to test it out on not everything. It'd be nice, but as many things as we can, right? Anyway, bringing in that Ninetales, great. We're going to let this go. This is going to KO, of course, super effective with all that energy. Down we go, going for the Drill Run. I think it's going to take like one more quick move. Yeah, it's doing a good amount of damage. Dewgong putting in that work with Drill Run. Let's go. Next battle, we're met with another bad lead, a Galvantula. Let's see if we can play around this. So we do have a pretty decent team for an electric lead. They're going to be swapping, and we're going to go ahead and bait this time, building out to the Blizzard and going for the Mud Bomb, and we're getting a shield this time. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so we can let this first go. Yeah, we can let that first one go, no problem. And now going for another Blizzard. I had a feeling they wanted a double shield, but that sounds good to me. If they want to double shield that Noctowl, no problem at all. Now, I think I shield up. Okay, now the reason why I do this is now we're going to force them to use up their energy, or we're going to get to the Blizzard. I couldn't believe it. I thought they were going to get to another Sky Attack, and it is not enough to take them out, which is fine since, you know, they are shieldless, so we'll work with it. We'll bring in the Chestnut to farm them up, right? That's the biggest weakness that we have that we know of. Could be a fighter in the back. So taking them out with the Chestnut, still holding onto a shield to bringing back that Galvantula. Now Lunge is going to do a decent amount, but we're still going to be hitting them pretty hard anyways. So they're hitting me with that, and they've got to know, okay, they do have a couple of counters to it. Bringing in the Dewgong now. The Dewgong's going to have to really put in the work with this Drill Run, but I had a pretty good feeling we're going to be able to pull this off, as the Chestnut has a bunch of energy, And we've still got a shield left. I mean, we're looking fine. All right, so I do go for this. Now, check this out. I wanted to make it so that I didn't KO. I did not want the Galvantula to farm extra to have 2 charge moves. So what I was going to do is make it so we double KO. Perfect. And I did do that, in fact. All right, intentionally. Bringing in the Chestnut, going for the Frenzy Plant, and getting to the superpower as they get to the charge move. And this will be enough, even if they hit me with a lunge here. And we're going to take the win with a not very effective charge move to a bug type. Let's go. All right, badly turned around and still had a shield left. Next one, what are we going to see? A Walrein. All right, now this is an interesting one, and take note. This is how it works, ladies and gentlemen. So unless it's a shadow, this is what you're going to do. Well, you could do this if it's a shadow as well. You hit it with Icy Wind, and then you start going drill run, and you will take the win. Oh yeah, it's going to be nice. So be careful when they get you low enough. They could, swap into a counter user to take you out. There is that option, but they'll be locking themselves. But nonetheless, if you both stay here just like this, toe to toe, the Dewgong will win. As you're going to see here, you'll be able to survive 2. I did not even do sims. I just kind of calculated it, and it worked out perfectly. Going for another drill run, and we take the win. And it's even better because you come out of there with pretty much no health, so they can't farm you too much. Granted, that Ariados did get a decent amount of farm because of its weak quick move, but other than that, usually not too much farm, right? Bring in the Whiscash so we can handle this little bug and poison type here. They keep going for cross poison. I was thinking, man, I hope they don't hit me with Mega Horn. That's going to be bad, but they keep hitting me with that. Maybe even a lunge, but I don't know what's going on. Slower ranks, people just having a little fun like usual, right? Down they go, and they've got an Azumarill. I instantaneously swap into the Chestnut here, and we know we will outpace them to the Ice Beam. We will kind of have a little bit of a tie here, but we will get there faster for the next 2 and outpace them. And there's, still a shield on our end here. So we're looking good. We're just going to keep on farming up and allow them to get to their next charge move while we can potentially sneak in a quick move here. Maybe go for another one, and we're going to be able to take the win. And we're looking good here. Chestnut yet again pulling off the win. Really good Pokemon here. I did just make this one as well. I did have one. Oh no, I don't think I had one made for the Great League. Next battle, we're met with a Trevenant, which is now nerfed. Good. Annoying ass thing. I like it, but damn, it was annoying. So they're immediately swapping, and we got another Azumarill coming back for some revenge up against Chestnut. Now they let it go, and I was thinking, okay. I'll let this go too. So we do. But check this out. Here's the funny part. They're going to bring in Trevenant to farm me down. Everything is resisted, but it's like, is it really resisted? I mean, it's doing half your health, and now you're in the yellow. Okay, sounds good. Bringing in Dewgong here. Now, we could totally shield this up. I think we should. Okay, we let it go. Of course, it's always the opposite. I was thinking I let this go, but of course I say I shielded it up. All right. And I could have maybe farmed them down, but I got nervous. And they've got a Lanturn in the back. This is just perfect. So I go for the Icy Wind to lower their attack. We've got the Whiscash in the back. I mean, they're not looking too good. As long as I lower their attack, we're perfect, right? So drill run would have been nice right there, but it doesn't really matter. We lowered their attack, and now the Whiscash is going to be able to spam them with the increased attack damage with Mud Bomb, which has been working out real nice for me, I must say. Whiscash is a little beast, but now it's just that much better, especially with its Mud Shot quick move just spamming like crazy here. So they're going to be backing out. We take the win. We're looking good. We'll keep it moving here. See what we got. Got a 4-1. All right. Sounds good. Let's try to get a 5-0. And we'll wrap this one up here. I do believe the next round is going to be the berries that we're going to get. So let's see how many berries we can get. First battle is going to be up against a Talonflame. All right, this is great. This is no problem. Now, I would have figured they're going to go for a flame charge here, so we'll let this first one go. Yeah, we'll just let that go. Drill Run is going to be of no use here for you. You just want to go with the Icy Wind. Now, Dewgong can learn, what was it, Liquidate too? So, that's an option if you want to go with it. But personally, I'll skip on that. I mean, it does seem pretty good. Now, I took a risk and farmed them down. That was very damn risky. So they're bringing in a Lanturn. Let's have a little fun with Drill Run. Like I told you, it was going to be towards the end here. Going for the Drill Run, they shield it up. They know better. Going for another one so they can survive. They already knew that's not going to, take them out. And now they're farming me down, which was kind of a little annoying. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Chestnut. And they're going to be immediately swapping and bringing in their Meganium. Oh, okay. Let's have a little fun here. Since they did reveal their grass, now we know we need to just make sure we win this matchup because, well, Whiscash doesn't want a dang thing to do with that at all. whatsoever. So we're farming up, and I screwed up here. Unfortunately, I didn't throw when I should have. I didn't realize they were getting to us so quickly, and now we're going to go ahead and just start throwing the charge moves, going for that superpower. And they have one shield left, and I'm going to throw the Frenzy Plant here, of course. Let's see what happens. And they shielded up, and great. Shieldless battle on both ends. We'll bring in the Whiscash, take the win. We're looking good, and we'll move on to our next battle. Whiscash, I'm telling you, he's been putting in that work. Everything is. I mean, it's more than just not. Everything is actually on the team. There's really nothing that was just sitting there doing not too much while the other Pokemon carried them. Next battle, Whiscash, normal. All right, so it is going to have a Weather Ball of Rock. So it is going to be super effective to my ice. All right, of course it is. All right, you got to have that alignment here. I'm winning too many battles. So we're going to let that first one go. Could have maybe shielded that up, but I wasn't feeling too worried. We're going to let that one go. This next one's not going to KO here. I do believe they kind of swap here. I don't know, they're still in there with that cast form. I'm going to go for the Icy Wind. They use a shield. Farm me up. Farm me all the way down. Okay, that's not great, but we lower their attack by 2 stages, so we don't really need to worry. Bringing in the Chestnut, they immediately retreat with energy and bring in their Alolan Marowak and lock themselves. And we bring in the Whiscash, and let's have a little fun, doing a ton of damage with that Mud Bomb. Let's go. We're going to let this go. Easy money. Oh yeah, no problem at all. Throw this immediately here so we can just get rid of this thing with that Shadow Bone damage. And they let it go down. They are down a shield. Do they want to reveal their Whiscash again? Or show me what's in the back? It's going to be a Dubwool. Oh, okay. Let's think about this. What do we got? Do we still got that Chestnut back there? Pretty much full health. Oh yeah, this is a wrap. Can't necessarily say it's a wrap, but we're looking pretty good. All right, bringing in the Dubwool here. Still have 2 shields. We kind of need to figure out what we want to do. Shielding up that Body Slam sounds good to me. Going to go for the Frenzy Plant. Did they catch? No, they did not. I do believe they catch, though. Oh yeah, there it is. There's that catch with the superpower on the cast form with a ton of energy but no health. Sounds good. So, we will survive this. We'll let it go. A little risky. Probably should have just shielded that up, but it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter as we do get to the superpower and we take the win. Okay. All right. Chestnut, thank you, buddy. Let's keep it moving here. What are we going to see with that Dewgong? Another Trevenant. Do they stay? I do believe they stay here this time. All right. Sounds good. Stay. Oh, never mind. They retreat. I don't want any of that. Retreating with energy, which is a smart move. Okay. We're going to go for the Icy Wind to kind of just lower their attack so we can not really worry about the spammy Body Slams here. And bringing in, I wouldn't say the best candidate because Whiscash is going to be able to get pretty much one-shotted with Seed Bomb. Although it's going to take a little bit more now. All right, that's good. That's good. So anyways, we're going to be getting a shield and going for a superpower here. Let's see what they want to do. Do they want a double shield? And they do. We survive with 1 HP, and now we go down, but still holding on to 2 shields. And I think we're going to go ahead and bring in our Dewgong to farm them down here. So we'll come out of this with plenty of energy. Those Body Slams are not going to be, something we have to worry about. And they're only getting off 1. Icy Wind's essentially going to one-shot this Trevenant here. Now we could bring in our... Oh, they're letting it go and then immediately swapping and still holding on to that energy while bringing in a Rapidash. Now, they don't like this. As soon as I throw this and it pretty much one-shots, they back out. Yep. Good game. Still holding on to 2 shields. And let's keep it moving here. On to the next battle. What are we going to see this time? Noctowl. Now, that's more like it. Let's go. Great lead here for us as we do have the Grass and Fighting in the back and we don't want anything to do with it. Well, I mean, we want a little some... We want some of that smoke. So they're going to be catching. Very nice catch with their Ferrothorn. Yeah, all right. Sounds good. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Trevenant, which is going to wall it if they do have Thunder. And what we'll be able to do is build up a ton of energy. As a matter of fact, we could probably allow them to take us pretty low so that we can at least get off a superpower on Noctowl, which is going to be still doing a lot of damage to it because it is going to be part normal. That's just the way it goes when you get stabbed from superpower. Now, unfortunately, I got a little nervous here, and I'm just going to go ahead and go for the first one. Yeah. But they bring in a Salandit. What? Snazzle. Whatever. All right, Salazzle. Okay, that's a spicy pick. We'll bring in the Whiscash, which is going to completely wall it. Poison Fang and, well, Dragon Pulse is a thing if they do have that. They immediately swap back into their Noctowl, and they're getting to their charge move first, so we're going to easily shield this up, knowing that the Whiscash is going to be able to completely shut down the Salazzle, right? And that's a nice little pick there, actually. Farming them down, they've got 1 shield left, and now I do go for the Drill Run, probably, not the best move. knowing that they were, you know, you're going to shield it up, right? And so that's what happened. So unfortunately, that's that. But it doesn't really matter because we'll still be able to survive these. They do surprise me with the Dragon Pulse. That was a little surprising. But thank goodness we have a shield left. But it still doesn't matter because it was a Poison Fang that wouldn't have been enough to take us out. Mud Bomb easily going to KO the Salazzle. And we take the win. And we're looking good, folks. I think that's going to... No, we're not going to... Oh, okay. So what we're going to do here is not cut. We're just going to let it go. So you can see just straight through here. Oh my gosh, I'm so good getting a 5-0 in the beginning of the season, guys. All right. So we had a good lead up against a Swampert. They bring in their Cradily, which now does have Rock Slide. So if you're thinking, why didn't you swap right away? Just watch. You'll see what's going to happen here. We do have the Whiscash, so we got to be careful. So what we're going to do is go ahead and throw the Icy Wind, lower their attack, and we're going to resist everything they throw at us, and we're going to farm them down crazy amounts, and we'll have a bunch of energy ready to go. Now, we did let that Rock Slide go, so we still have both shields, and so do they. Now we're at almost 100 energy. Going to go for the Frenzy Plant. What did they throw into the fight? Oh, Charizard. Oh, now you're going to see Superpower is more efficient, but I'm just trying to get those shields. Okay, great. Now they think they're going to survive a Frenzy Plant. Well, technically they would, but this is Superpower, and it pretty much one-shots them. You like that? Let's go. Chestnut said, what? I don't have the Rock Quick Move right now, but I'll still take your ass out. All right, so I immediately bring in the Whiscash here, and, you know, things could, you know, go awry if I allow them to, I suppose, but we still have 2 shields, so that would require a massive screw-up on my end. I don't know what I'd have to do there. All right, so we let that first one go because we already know. Now, I just keep on spamming Mud Bomb here. Could have went for Blizzard, but, you know, I never know when they're going to throw up their shield. So, yeah, Charizard has no health. It's not like they're trying to save that or something, right? Best they can do is try to catch when the timer is up, but I don't even think they can do that at this point here. Shielding up that last one and going for the Mud Bomb. I figured, let's just not play around. Let's just take them out, okay? Let's just get it over with the Whiscash. And there it is, and I do believe that's going to be the last battle. Yep, we're looking good. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you need, turn notifications on, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!